So hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you my game that I played against a Pakistani player. He tried to troll me during the game, but what I did was totally unexpected. I was completely losing in the game, but we Indians know how to come back, just like we did it in 73. So just get back into the game. So this is how it started. I started with e4, our main move e4. He opted for Sicilian defense. So I generally play this Alpine line of the Sicilian defense. This is really good if you are a beginner or an intermediate player. He goes for d5. I know the line. I have played it many times. He takes with the queen. There are many main moves. You can go here. You can develop this knight. You can develop this knight. But he opts for this. Nice. We go for d4. We can go for these moves as well. But there is a problem that he can play c4. So he develops his knight. I develop my knight. This is how it goes. He's tried to pin my knight like this. Hey, I was calculating about one move, that is c4, but that is not a good move because he gives me this check, and will be really bad position for me because I need to defend it with the bishop, and he'll take the knight and our pawn structure will be damaged. So what we did is we just developed, we just took our bishop out. We are going to play a slow game because I know that I am good at tactics at one point, but I need to play along. So he played e6 to take out his dark squared bishop. I castled it out. This is how the normal gameplay goes. I castled it out. He bring his knight out. He bring his knight out. So here I played this move. I took in the center. I just because there is so much tension in the center, so I just took it. He takes my queen. He wants to go in an end game. So why not? He take the pawn on c5. Now I ask the question to this bishop. So it's necessary because my piece is not defended here. So I'm just asking. So we just come out of this pin. So he takes back his bishop. He doesn't want to trade any pieces. I played b4. Like, I didn't calculated this line fully, but I just wanted to strike at pieces. Like, these are just randomly placed. So he takes his bishop to the e7 square. But now I played this move, bishop f4. My idea was really simple. I was going to trade his bishop either, or just going to enter on this d7 square if the knight moves. So this was my simple idea. He castled it out. The position is slightly better for black, but it is no problem for white. So I took out my knight to a3. These are small inaccuracies, but it is not that big thing. So he goes with his knight in the center, and now you can see there will be pressure on this pawn, and it will be really hard because this is a backward pawn. You can see this pawn is backwards, and we cannot push it because this pawn hangs. So we just go back to the square to defend it. So we get a chance to further push the pawn. So this pawn will be defended in the future. So he goes with this move. Now you can see there is a pin. No doubt there is a pin. But for sure that I'm going to develop the rook on this square. So that's what I did it in the game. I played rook c1. So to defend the pawn also, and to try to push it in the future. So then he also goes rook c1. For him, like, that's not a great move because I can go g4 and then go knight to c4, and that's how the game will continue. Then my pieces will not be bad. Like you can see now, my pieces are not great and his pieces are great. But I got a chance, but I didn't play it. I played my knight to this square on b5. But like, this move is also fine. My idea was, if the knight moves, I'm going to take this pawn. So that was my simple idea. So guys, please wait. Like the moves, like the firecracking moves are going to come really soon. So please wait. He goes to this move. He plays this move, rook d8. So I just wanted to play this. So if I push c4, if I push c4, then my b4 pawn should not be undefended. So that's how my development goes. Now he asked a question to my knight, but you can see now our knight can sit in the center. So so I played my knight to the d4 square. Now you can see, now it is defended. If he takes, we can take with the pawn, and we are okay to give up this pawn if he takes with the bishop. So he goes knight to e4, knight to e5 to put pressure on this knight. But here I saw an opportunity, because when you are not good in game, when you are like your position is not good in game, so it is good for you to simplify in the game. So that's what I did. I took the knight in the center. Now he'll for sure take my bishop, otherwise his bishop is hanging in the corner. So I took with the knight, and he took with the bishop. Now you can see this position is better than the earlier position we got. This position is much better because we are going to save our pawn by playing it to c4. That's what I did. I played this move. He went to this square. He can also go to this square, but he didn't opt it out because he will be attacking this pawn, and if we push it like this, he will be able to come on this square. But he opted for knight f6. So we continued our plan. I played my bishop to e3 so that in future I can come to this square and hit this rook. But now he hit me with a really amazing move. I didn't saw this move. That is bishop b2. That is attacking my pawn as well and attacking my rook as well. So here what I did is I first took the rook. I first took the rook on d8, because if I had moved my rook to b1, then he will exchange the rooks, and I will be not better in the game. So now he took this pawn. Now that was a blunder. It was my chance to find the move. His bishop is completely trapped on the like corner. What I had to do is I just had to play this move, rook b3. Now if he goes like this, he gives a check. I go up, and if he tries to defend it like this, so we can play this move, bishop d4, hitting both the knight and the rook. And if the rook moves to this square, if the rook moves to this square, then we'll play our knight to f3 square, and we'll be winning a piece. So this was not played by me. I played b5. Yeah, I know this move is not a great move, because what I calculated is after takes, I will be taking with the rook, and I will be having a weak pawn here. But I saw one line as well, that if he plays f5, a5, I'm going to play bishop b6. So it will be a fork on the pawn and the rook. But I forgot that he can play rook a8. But that's completely fine. He took in the game. That was not a right move. So I was back in the game. I took. Now you can see this pawn is soft, and he can only protect it by playing this move. That is rook d7. But he didn't opted for it. He goes with his knight to the center for the counter play. So what I did is I took the pawn, because I was already a pawn down in the game. So I took the pawn. He goes there. Now I wanted to really defeat him. So you can see like he has only 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So what I am going to do is I'm not going to give any pieces or any my pawns to my opponent. So I go to this c7 square with my rook to defend this pawn. He comes back to the same square. He comes back to the same square to attack my bishop. But now what can I do is I can push the pawn in future. For now I didn't did it, and like this was complete blunder from me. That I was telling you in the starting. He can play rook d1, and when my king moves here, that is the only move. There is a fork on my rook, and the game will be lost, but he was not able to find it. I played bishop b6, and he plays this move first. Now that is not a correct time to play this move. The correct timing was the earlier move. Now I had a chance. I thought leaving this file is not good because he will be coming to this and pressuring our pawn. So I just attacked his bishop. He attacked my bishop as well. But now here I had a great move which I was not able to find. That was g4, because you can see if I play g4, the knight is the only piece defending the bishop. So we can just easily take the bishop. But I played this move. So there are tactics in the position which he was not able to find. For now he plays this move, bishop e5. The reason he plays bishop e5, you can see my rook is completely trapped here. He cannot go to any square, as this is defended by we need to give an exchange. So like he was not able to find the follow-up was this move, but he didn't find it. He plays this move, h6. But there was my blind spot also. I was also not able to find that my rook is trapped and he can easily win it by playing his knight to e7 square. But then also I played this my king to g2, so I will be free from any back rank issues. The game continues. He's activating his king. So now I also had to get some counterplay with my pieces. So I played my bishop to a7 square like this to attack his rook. So he attacked my bishop back. So one thing I can do is I can come back with my bishop, but then my position will not be that great because this pawn will always be here. So I just wanted to push it. So what I did, I defend my bishop with my own rook, so that my pawn can freely move, as you can see there. But now he did a game losing blunder on the spot. If you found the tactic, please write down below in the comment section. So here I had a really nice tactic. I'm going to show you. He take with the bishop. Now you can see there is a pressure on this pawn, this bishop. So what I did, I played this brilliant move, pawn c6, because you can see the rook cannot go anywhere, so it can defend this bishop. And if the rook takes the bishop, that's what happened in the game. The rook cannot go anywhere, so the bishop is hanging. Then will be also winning. But in the game, he took our rook. He took our bishop. We took back. He took with the bishop and c7. I was completely winning. He just tried to consolidate by bringing his king, but the game was completely over. I promoted to the queen. He tried to play it furthermore, but I had 2 minutes. I will be completely eating him in the game. So that's how the game ends. If you like the game, this is how I destroyed him. If you like the game, please do like and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.